The power to change your life lies in the simplest of steps. It's a big world, but we are small. Every little thing matters a lot. To know you are ignorant is the beginning of wisdom. Seek only light and freedom, and do not immerse yourself too deeply in the worldly mire. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Anger exceeding limits causes fear, and excessive kindness eliminates respect. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. A real decision is measured by the fact that you've taken a new action. If there's no action, you haven't truly decided. What we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Life is a dream from which we all must wake before we can dream again. Sometimes we don't get second chances, Owen. Sometimes things just end. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. Don't ever trust men with good intentions. They'll always disappoint you. Leo. My power is my property. My power gives me property. My power am I myself, and through it am I my property. To develop the habit of gratitude or make it a lifestyle, we must learn to exhibit or practice gratitude in the ordinary affairs of life. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. There are 1,000 reasons to live this life. Every one of them is sufficient. Success sometimes may be defined as a disaster put on hold. Qualified. Has to be. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it isn't so. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. The goal shouldn't be to make the perfect decision every time, but to make less bad decisions than everyone else. Our lives can't be measured by our final years, of this I am sure. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. No one dies of fatal truths nowadays. There are too many antidotes. People are supposed to care. It's good that people mean something to you, that you miss people when they're gone. Feelings are real. They often become one's reality, but they are not always based on truth. Listen with curiosity. Speak with honesty. Act with integrity. Temperament is just an elite perception of who you seem to be right now, not who you will ever be. Sometimes you weren't supposed to share pain. Sometimes it was best just to deal with it alone. Focus your heart, mind, and soul on joy, and you'll find ultimate success and fulfillment. The unhappiest people in this world are those who care the most about what other people think. The more I live, the more I learn. The more I learn, the more I realize, the less I know. You must not ever stop being whimsical, and you must not, ever, give anyone else the responsibility for your life. You're where you are right now because of the actions you've taken, or maybe the inaction you've taken. Rise above the storm, and you will find the sunshine. To hide feelings when you are near crying is the secret of dignity. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. In my many years, I have come to a conclusion that 1 useless man is a shame, 2 is a law firm, and 3 or more is a Congress. When obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. Our kindness may be the most persuasive argument for that which we believe. Any explanation or logic that explains everything so easily has a hidden trap in it. These mountains that you are carrying, you were only supposed to climb. Ethical veganism represents a commitment to nonviolence. Sometimes people don't understand the promises they're making when they make them. Remember to be kind with your words, especially to yourself. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you're a seed. Writing fiction is the act of weaving a series of lies to arrive at a greater truth. If that's the case, I understand why emotions are hard for you. You've numbed yourself to make room for the grief you carry. Swords can win territories but not hearts, forces can bend heads but not minds. The art of being wise is knowing what to overlook. You know, I think that only if one feels immensely important can one feel truly light. When I look at my old pictures, all I can see is what I used to be but am no longer. I think, what I can see is what I am not. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. Being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means that you've decided to look beyond the imperfections. It is not true that people stop pursuing dreams because they grow old. They grow old because they stop pursuing dreams. Be happy in the moment, that's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. The point of modern propaganda isn't only to misinform or push an agenda. It is to exhaust your critical thinking, to annihilate truth. It's a sad day when you find out that it's not accident or time or fortune, but just yourself that kept things from you. No one human being knows the full truth about another human being, not even one's nearest and dearest. But memory is like plaster. Peel it back, and you just might find a completely different picture. Life is too short or too long for me to allow myself the luxury of living it so badly. In nature, everything is interconnected and woven together in a delicate dance of harmony and balance. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. They will envy you for your success, your wealth, for your intelligence, for your looks, for your status, but rarely for your wisdom. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Using our trauma as an excuse to cause trauma to others was inexcusable. We have 40 million reasons for failure, but not a single excuse. Failure is when you give up. A real winner is someone that doesn't give up, even when it feels like they are losing. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. Some people look for a beautiful place. Others make a place beautiful. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. Often it feels like I am breathing today only because a few years back I had no idea which nerve to cut. It is not easy to keep silent when silence is a lie. Two wrongs don't make a right, but they make a good excuse. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. It might be possible that the world itself is without meaning. To invent your own life's meaning is not easy, but it's still allowed, and I think you'll be happier for the trouble. Learn from stars, even in the dark they give off light, not despair. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. Feet, what do I need them for if I have wings to fly? The end may justify the means as long as there is something that justifies the end. Earthlings win on being friendly, when they should have been thinking instead. Everything is funnier in retrospect, funnier and prettier and cooler. You can laugh at anything from far enough away. If life throws you a few bad notes or vibrations, don't let them interrupt or alter your song. A desire not to butt into other people's business is at least 80% of all human wisdom. Chakreview main Gust se Pelli. Before entering the circle of deceit, count the mane or kaisada. The healing starts at the mountain, but you need the river to wash the pain away. The right thing at the wrong time is the wrong thing. He who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. When seeing the simple truth means recognizing that we're in sin, we would rather see things as being complicated. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world.